All right, welcome back. This is part two. I just finished up part one of the off-season trips compilation video. This is gonna have my hunting season trips that I made, as well as the wintertime state water red snapper stuff that we did out in the Panga. So if you guys want to see it, stay tuned. Once again, I'm gonna have timestamps in this video. If you want to skip through and around to certain parts, feel free to do that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. After this video, we're cranking right back into the dive and stuff. I've been filming heavy and we're gonna be going hard with that. So stay tuned for it. I'm pumped to get back into it. And then I need to do a boat update very soon. I got a lot of exciting news I need to share as far as that situation. So other than that, till then, enjoy today's video. All right, well, just got up here. We got in last night. Pulled all my gear out, shooting my bow today, getting used to everything. Making sure we're dialed. And making sure I'm confident before we go sit. There's our shot at 25 yards. 29. Second shot. Top right. Pretty good. We got some nice mariachi hype up music back behind us. They're building a big old house. Hopefully that's not gonna mess me up this evening. Hopefully they're gone. That might be a concern. Right there, it looks a lot farther on the GoPro, but that's within 150 yards. We'll see, hopefully the deer are used to it though. Yep.
Up.
Thank you.
Get down.
We'll see how this goes on the hill. Here we go. All right, y'all, real quick, I want to give a big shout out to Mock Wheel. They sent me this e-bike. It's called the Basalt, and I used it this entire hunting season. I've been running it, really putting it through its paces, and I can say it has been awesome. So huge thanks to Mock Wheel. I'm gonna have it linked in the description, and I'm also gonna do a more detailed rundown video on it soon. Really just wanted to test it first for a good while and before I really made a full video on it. So stay tuned for that. For now, we're in the deer stand. This was my first hunt with the bike, and this hunt was a little bit more active than the night before, but still did not see one of the bucks I was looking for. But the next morning paid off, running out in the freezing cold, and a buck that I had been eyeing came out, and we got lucky. First e-bike deer hunt success. Let's go get the truck. Got it done. That was my buck for the year. I actually dropped it right there in its tracks. I'd never done that before with a bow. But I got my sausage on the ground. Fun hunt. This was actually a pretty small piece of land here. It was only probably 2 acres. Got a bunch of houses around it, so kind of unique with all the commotion going on. Sometimes it's hard to see these bigger bucks. So to be able to do that was awesome. I think the bike being as quiet as it is definitely helped sneaking in and out of the area. What'd I just say? It's all or nothing right here. But you just got the perfect drift. Could you believe it? I just found this spot randomly on the map.
It's a good snapper.
So I found this spot this summer just exploring out here. And there's really not a whole lot on the bottom. But there's just enough to where I was like, this ought to be a good state water snapper spot.
It's a redfish, I think.
No.
Or it's a snapper. If it's a snapper,
It's a red
big.
snapper. Oh my goodness! Dude, that might be a 20.
It's a damn good snapper, right?
Look at that. Exploring new ground pays off big. This spot looks like some of my really good money snapper spots that don't have much on the bottom. But there's just enough so these guys hang on them. Heck yeah, dude. It's a way to start the day.
He was coming up, he looked brown. I thought it was a bull red.
There's nothing like finding a new spot on your own. We just marked a giant snapper.
Set up again, let's do it again.
Well, yeah, I said this is the drift. We're gonna catch one or we're gonna leave, and it happened. Feel that too? Smoke. Oh. Nibbling mine.
I must have liked it. I don't know. Feels as big as the other one. I don't know like the other one was.
Still on it. Look at that dragon. I'm getting smoked, but I don't think there's big ones.
Whatever this, I mean, it's gotta be a snapper. It's a big snapper.
Exploring, finding new spots pays off. Here's your bait, it looks like.
He just had the ride of his life.
That's a big one, dude.
Yeah, he's fighting harder than the last one.
Oh, mine's getting smoked.
Yeah, hooker fish. I can land this guy myself. Dude, this must be a stud.
I think you're wrapped in me.
I probably am. Yeah, I'm wrapped up with you. Another stud. Look at that.
Let's go. Into Panga. All right, we're getting serious now. Chest cam on. Should be a good drift right there. We're in the money. Oh yeah, that big honk down there.
Big honk.
This is how you spot lock without a spot lock. For the most part. Oh, there he is, there he is. Oh yeah! Let's go! Yeah. That's what I was looking for. We are tight. No, that is my luck. Deja vu of last year. Somehow we got broken off.
Really? I know. He's my 60.
Might have to beef up the line. He shouldn't break that. It's 50-pound mono.
Maybe he had you around.
Or fluoro.
cut it right by the hook, didn't he?
Yeah, it must have just hit a tooth.
Sharp.
Lucky dog.
Number 3.
Meanwhile, somehow I break off when there's no structure.
I bet you we have our limits by the next spot.
Starting to get in the rhythm.
Yeah, it might start turning on even more.
I am reset. Now.
Hey, we're actually marking something big at like 20.
Oh, I ain't worried about that. Probably your fish, dog.
That probably is.
Bring him this way. Oh, yeah. Attaboy.
All just the same size.
State water snapper.
That's awesome.
Perfect circle hook set there. There we go. Dude, that is a tank.
Beautiful fish.
Heck yeah. He's on it. There he is.
Get him out.
Watch your line. Walk to the front. Walk to the front. So scared. So I'm holding my breath. Come on, buddy. Oh my gosh. It's like, do I tighten my drag and risk him cutting the line? Or do I risk him getting me locked up? Goodness.
What's happening, guys?
Leader?
Great.
Should be 50, 40 or 50.
I have 50.
All right, so far we're in the clear.
I can do it upside down too, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Josh. This is a tank. Watch it be 20 inches.
Yeah, just like a 15-inch little pub snapper.
My luck, it would be a redfish.
Yeah, dude, it can be a 35-inch bull red.
There it is. It is. No, it's a snapper, thank you. Thankfully.
That'll take off.
Yeah, drop that dome. Let's get this guy in the net. I don't want to stretch out my luck.
Yeah, for real.
Or push my luck. Just get his head. Yeah.
Good job, Braden.
4th one in the boat.
You broke the curse. We got a one-man limit now. Good fish.
Donk. There we go. Look at that guy. Stud. Thank you, buddy. We broke the curse. Doing a gangster style in the Crocs too. Not even in sport mode. Dude, these are hammers.
All good. All over 20 inches.
Yeah, a little over 20. Look at that. Absolute donk red snapper. I'm glad to get one in the boat. Thought I was gonna relive the curse from last year, but thankfully that line held. That's number 4 in the boat. Fisher's got 3. But we're catching them slow and steady.
It's awesome.
Good deal, let's get him on ice. First, I'm actually gonna brain him and bleed him now. You can tell I bled it.
Yeah.
All right. So far, so good. Thought we'd have a good chance fishing here, but like I said, only drove over it this summer and I was like, oh, might be a state water snapper spot worth checking out. All right, so I'm sure you guys are wondering how we're setting up. Got a leader here with two 2-ounce sliding weights, swivel to another leader. I think this is like 60-pound mono. It's pretty thick for that chafe resistance. And then we've got a little circle hook. Not sure what aught, do you know?
8-aught.
8-aught. Brands differ in their sizing. So one brand will say 8-aught and it'll be a lot bigger, a lot smaller, but around this size. Then we're just putting some live mullet on there. All I'm doing is just dropping it to the bottom or wherever the school of fish is that we're seeing. I'm doing my best estimation of where they're at. We're about to go through it. And then we're getting a lot of these bites just sitting on the bottom, but I'll give it a crank or two, usually. And that's how you red snapper fish. Just drop it to where you're marking the school. Or if they're on the bottom, drop to the bottom and reel it up a couple cranks. And there's not much else to it. Circle hook sets itself. You just gotta reel. Just quick. Oh. Just got smacked. He's on there, he's on there. There we go. There we go. Thing is out there. Let's see if we can keep her on. Just don't kick me out of the boat. Come here. All right, neutral. Dude, these things will wear your arm out. Oh. Oh. Big and on. Goodness. She ain't happy. Oh, they're thick.
I just dropped.
Did you mark? Let's mark that.
I'm on the bottom right now.
Oh. Dude, might have a 25. Ow. Look at that. Got leader. That's all I got right there. Go, 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 go. Oh, she's hooked good. Here. Oh, yeah. What is that, number 5?
Yeah.
Good deal. All right, I'll take care of it once I get this unhooked, though. Thank you, buddy. You are a hard fighter. Coming back, Fisher. Number 2 for me, number 5 in the boat, catching up the fisher. So much fun. Don't have much else to say other than that. State water red snapper fishing for these giants is just a freaking blast. Every year in the winter, the water gets dirty, it gets rough. Can't come out and dive, so this is the next best thing. Well, what do you know? I was just bumping us back. We were kind of trolling and what do you know?
Gosh, take all my line, bro.
What I say, I was like, there's some fish.
Dragging on the bottom, I just go, boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, your line was slack and it was dragging, then you're like, oh, that's not a snag. There it is. What the heck? Where's your fish at? You got a redfish. No, that's a red. Why do I keep thinking it's redfish? Bring it right here. They look orange almost whenever they come up, and they look longer.
Well, that's my limit.
There you go. You're done.
To a jig and have fun. Pressure's on.
Got robbed. I was so close to hooking that fish.
Back.
Well, Fisher was throwing a jig down there, no bait, and he just got tight. You kidding me?
Make a sick picture though with the jig in his mouth.
On the jig.
Just popping it hard on the bottom, not even reeling, just whack, 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 boom.
Yeah. That fish is pulling us around.
Yeah.
Got a few nibbles, but nothing big.
Might be one of the hardest fights today.
The big mama you got there.
It's big. Might be the big. I think it's
It's
the
actually
biggest.
towing the boat back up current.
It's pulled harder than any snapper today.
Let it pull us up to the spot.
Yeah. Come on, boy. What?
Turn the spot lock on.
Like a sled dog.
Let her run.
Bucktails with the twister. Oh. There she goes. Gosh. Oh my god.
Oh, look where you hooked it, outside of the mouth.
Hey, I'll fix that. I'll cut it. Same size as the other one. But grab your camera
Nice.
though.
Damn.
On the bucktail.
Sometimes they're really picky and they like that live bait, but obviously that one was fired up. Good stuff.
Awesome.
You can hear it.
Alright, she's ready.
Put it right here, facing towards this.
There you go, Bubba.
Well, the bite turned off. I don't know if it was the dolphins or what. All right, well, there you go. Here's a couple of the fish. We're getting hungry, so we're gonna head back in. Ended up with a good mess of snapper. But now, it's time to eat. Time to go clean these fish and clean this boat.
A little late.
All right, well, we cut the snapper fishing short. We're out at my dad's deer lease now. So kind of the way I went about things during prime time, state water red snapper, and hunting season was when it was calm, I'd take the Panga out. We'd try to go catch snapper or go out deep for wahoo if the weather looked good. And then when it was a little bit rougher and I had time in between my classes for college, I would go hunt. So, like I said, I'm out at my dad's deer lease. Got a little break from school stuff and managed to get some hunting in. There was a couple bucks he had for me to go after out here, so that's what I was looking for. But did not see anything on the shooter list. But my brother was out here. He was able to stick a deer. One of the shooters crossed paths with him, and here's a picture of it. Old, mature, broken. Would have been an 8-point. And then this is the next morning. It's at a different spot, and one of the target bucks came out. But unfortunately, this happens.
Right before I was about to shoot, he walked off with the does.
Panga in the fog. Oh yeah. Great visibility today. All right, here we go. This is a good one. Big swimmer. Okay. And he's off. I don't know what he got off on. Yeah, I still got weight. Blaine just hooked one on the jig. Go on the bow. I'm trying to reverse this out. Swing him right. No way. Blaine on the jig. No way. There we go. There you go. Blaine stuck one on the jig. Heck yeah.
Oh, God. He destroyed my hand.
He'll probably keep too.
Is it a good one? It's not as big as the last one, but it's going to keep. Hey. Keeper.
Yeah, that's keeper.
I literally just left it on the bottom and went dunk.
He might have
Dunk.
been bait.
Let's see. Keeper. Oh, the hero. Oh, man. I did hook that for you. While we were messing with the rig, yes. I dropped it down.
That squid really did the trick, huh?
This is a jig.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Bump it. All right, someone get ready to land this.
I got you.
This is my money spot, and I thought it wasn't going to come through, and now, out of nowhere, we're messing with the boat and the current. Oh, yeah. And this thing was just dangling down there.
You know,
Go, go, go. Oh, he's hooked good.
you want me to boat flip it?
Whoa, that's a dang. Well, Blaine, it only took your dangle. So I dropped this lure down. We're messing with the rope on the rig. Wind's blowing one way, current's going the other. It's a whole fiasco. And while we're doing that, he feels a smack. Because I just dropped my jig down there and then we started messing with it, the rig. He just unhooked himself too. Oh, I'm gonna need a knife. Brain this guy. Jig finally pays off. We've only caught him on jig today, huh? The big one.
It's been sucking.
Come on. Oh no.
This is it, dude. I'm telling you. This is it.
That's good, boys.
All right, I'm going to jump back in here one more time just to talk about the rest of the hunting season I had. That last red snapper trip was brutal. The bite was super tough. Wanted to go out deep, but that fog was just too dense. We were trying to make it through the anchorage and ships would just pop up like 20 yards in front of us, so held out. But anyways, for the hunting, I made a trip out to my buddy's place. We saw some aoudad. Didn't shoot anything. And then this is back in the hill country, sitting where I've made my hunting videos the past several years. It's that piece of land. And this is my first sit. I was really surprised to see we had a new herd of axis deer move in. Got some bucks here that are in velvet and growing. And that one in the back is really pretty. And then right at dark, another one that I could tell is a big one came out. But then a pig came in. This is way out there. I'm all the way zoomed in on the camera. Unfortunately, that was about as close as it got. It started trotting off to the pond, and then pretty much just had the axis deer and then cyca deer hang out all hunt. And this is a clip of them walking off. Really cool. We used to see axes more often, but it's been kind of rare past several years. So here's the next hunt. This is the e-bike in action. This thing really was a trip all hunting season, and I'm definitely going to keep using it. Really great for bow hunting, especially free range animals that tend to be a little spookier. Heck, and I need to figure out a way to do some shore diving videos off of it. That'd be pretty cool. But anyways, here's another sit here, different spot. And I'm just sitting, looking to see what's coming in. I have no idea at this point. This is my first trip up here. If something nice comes in and it's mature and I like it, I'll go for that. But really don't know, other than most likely pigs showing up, but which we'll definitely also go for as well. So ways into the hunt, we have a pig show up, but unfortunately it just would not stop moving. He came in, and I got my bow ready, but you can see in the sped up clip here, he'd finally get close for me to shoot, and then he'd kind of get freaked out, and you can see right here, I'm drawn back, and then he'll backtrack like that. Believe it or not, these pigs are actually probably the smartest animals out here. If you just walk out into the area where they're going to walk in, that they'll smell you. They'll start snarling, and they're very, very wary, more so than any other animal. I actually had quite a few pigs come in, but they never would show themselves and present a shot because I guess they just smelled my foot tracks. Long story short on this pig, it's way, way out there now. And I only had my pin set for a 30-yard shot, so I let down. It walked off. But then a little later, another group starts coming in, but once again, they just stopped and then went into the brush, came a little closer, but never showed themselves. But then thankfully this other pig finally shows, and at this point I'd been playing with these pigs for too long. I'd think I was going to get a shot, and then they'd spook off or never present a shot. So I decided I'm going to take the first shot I can get, and I let it rip right there out at 40 yards. And this was a very small portion of the tracking. We tracked this thing for a long time, but unfortunately we never recovered it. We followed it a long ways, all thanks to my brother. He was doing a killer tracking job. But after we looked back at the footage, we kind of knew it was gonna be tough, and this pig was gonna run really far. It just didn't look like a a great angle the way it hit. This pig kind of ducked and started to wheel. And with that shot, it just didn't put enough hurting on that pig to slow it down. It ran forever, and we followed as much blood as we could, but that trail started to trickle out, and the brush got super, super thick. But here's a couple more clips of pigs that we did find. These are from my brother. He was bow hunting as well. And here's one he ended up shooting in pitch black darkness and hitting in the head. Pretty wild. Blake actually did some serious work on these pigs this past season. And even with that, they're still everywhere out on this piece of land. But yeah, that about wraps up the hunting I did for the season, as well as the state water red snapper trips I was able to make. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. This is for those of y'all who have been requesting the hunting videos this year. If you have any questions as well, leave them in the comments, especially those who haven't really seen my hunting stuff before. I'd be happy to get back with you in the comments and kind of explain into more detail kind of what we got going on. So other than that, really appreciate y'all tuning in. I've got one more series of clips here that my brother filmed on an all-dad hunt with my dad. But after that, that is all I've got. So appreciate you guys watching once again. I will catch y'all later.